Imagine this. You're sitting in a cafe, your phone on the table, screen off, nothing suspicious. A notification pops up, battery optimizer installed. You don't remember installing it. You swipe it away. The phone feels slightly warm. In the background, a silent process begins. Your microphone activates for 2 seconds. Your GPS pings a server in another country, and your contact list is quietly uploaded to a cloud you've never heard of. You don't see it, you don't hear it, you don't feel it, but your phone, your digital identity, has just been hijacked. Welcome to mobile malware, the silent predator living inside millions of devices worldwide. Introduction: Why mobile malware is the new cyber pandemic. Mobile phones have become the most intimate piece of technology humans own. They track our location, store our photos, record our conversations, manage our finances, and authenticate our identity. In many countries, a smartphone is more important than a laptop. It's the gateway to banking, healthcare, education, and work. This makes mobile devices the perfect target for cybercriminals. Unlike traditional computers, mobile phones are always connected, always carried, and always listening. They are filled with sensors, camera, microphone, GPS, accelerometer, each of which can be weaponized by malware. Mobile malware is not just a technical threat. It is a human threat, a financial threat, and a national security threat. To understand how dangerous mobile malware is, we need to break it down layer by layer. How it works, how it spreads, how attackers hide it, and how companies and individuals can defend against it. Section 1. What exactly is mobile malware? Mobile malware is any malicious software designed to infiltrate, damage, or exploit mobile devices, such as smartphones and tablets. It can steal data, spy on users, hijack accounts, lock devices, or even turn phones into bots for large-scale cyber attacks. Think of mobile malware like a thief who sneaks into your house disguised as a delivery person. You open the door because you trust the uniform, but once inside, the thief quietly unlocks windows, copies keys, and installs hidden cameras. Mobile malware behaves the same way. It disguises itself as something harmless, a game, a flashlight app, a battery saver, a QR scanner, and once installed, it begins its silent mission. Section 2. Real-world analogy. Your phone as a smart home. Imagine your phone as a smart home. The camera is your window. The microphone is your intercom. The GPS is your home address. The apps are your guests. The operating system is your security guard. The permissions are the keys you give to guests. Mobile malware is a guest who asks for too many keys. A simple wallpaper app asking for microphone access, a calculator requesting GPS location, a flashlight app demanding permission to read your contacts. These are red flags, signs that the guest is not who they claim to be. Mobile malware comes in many forms. Let's break down the most dangerous ones with real-world cases. 1. Mobile spyware. Spyware secretly records your activity, messages, calls, location, browsing history. Case study: Pegasus spyware. Pegasus, developed by NSO Group, is one of the most advanced spyware tools ever created. It could infect phones through a single missed call or even a message you never opened. Once inside, it gained full control: camera, microphone, messages, everything. Governments used it to target journalists, activists, and political figures. Pegasus proved one thing: mobile spyware is not science fiction. It is real, powerful, and already in use. 2. Mobile banking Trojans. These malware types target financial apps, steal login credentials, intercept OTPs, and perform unauthorized transactions. Example: Anubis Trojan. Anubis infected thousands of Android devices by hiding inside seemingly harmless apps. Once installed, it used screen overlays to steal banking credentials and even recorded keystrokes. It could also lock the device and demand ransom. 3. Mobile ransomware. Ransomware locks your phone or encrypts your files until you pay money. Example, lock-a-pin. Lock-a-pin changed the device's PIN and locked users out completely. Even factory resets couldn't remove it. Victims had to pay ransom to regain access. 4. Adware, malicious advertising software. Adware floods your phone with ads, drains battery, consumes data, and tracks behavior. Example, hijacks. Hijacks repackaged legitimate apps and distributed them on third-party stores. Once installed, it displayed aggressive ads and collected user data. 5. Mobile botnets. Botnets turn your phone into a zombie device controlled by attackers. Example, Wirex botnet. Wirex infected Android devices through malicious apps and used them to launch massive DDoS attacks on websites. Your phone becomes part of a criminal army without your knowledge. 6. Mobile rootkits. Rootkits hide deep inside the system, making malware invisible. Example, Android rootkit, Ghost Push. Ghost Push infected millions of devices, making itself nearly impossible to remove. It installed unwanted apps and drained battery life. 7. Mobile worms. Worms spread automatically from device to device. Example, Kabir worm. Kabir spread through Bluetooth and displayed a message Karibi on infected phones. It was one of the first mobile worms. Section 4. How mobile malware infects devices. Mobile malware doesn't magically appear. It follows predictable paths, and understanding these paths is the first step to defense. 1. Malicious apps, most common. Attackers upload malware disguised as games, flashlight apps, QR code scanners, battery savers, photo editors, fake banking apps. Users download them because they look harmless. In Part 1, we explored the common infection paths. Now we go deeper into the technical mechanics behind these infections. This is where learners, developers, and companies begin to understand the real battlefield. Mobile malware doesn't rely on luck. It relies on precision engineering, psychological manipulation, and system-level exploitation. Let's break down the most powerful infection techniques attackers use today. Technique 1. Permission abuse, the most common attack vector. When you install an app, it asks for permissions. Most users tap Allow without reading. Attackers exploit this human behavior. How attackers weaponize permissions. Camera access. Malware can silently take photos or record videos. Some spyware uses the camera to detect when the user is alone, then activates the microphone. Microphone access. Malware can record conversations, meetings, or background noise. Some malware listens for keywords like OTP, password, or PIN. SMS access. Banking Trojans intercept OTPs. Malware can send premium SMS messages to generate revenue. Accessibility services, the most dangerous permission, allows malware to read screen content, click buttons, and bypass security. Contacts and call logs, used for identity theft, phishing, and spreading malware. Storage access. Malware scans files, steals documents, and uploads photos. Real example, Joker malware. Joker malware infected thousands of Android devices by abusing permissions. It subscribed users to premium services without their knowledge. It used SMS access, notification access, contact access, and accessibility services. This combination made Joker extremely powerful. Technique 2. Overlay attacks, fake screens on top of real apps. Overlay attacks are used heavily by banking Trojans. How it works: you open your banking app. Malware instantly displays a fake login screen on top. You enter your username and password. The malware steals your credentials. It then closes the overlay and shows the real app. You think nothing happened. Case study, Anubis Trojan. Anubis used overlays to steal banking credentials from hundreds of banks worldwide. It even recorded screen gestures to capture PINs. Technique 3. Keylogging on mobile devices. Keylogging on mobile is harder than on desktops because mobile keyboards are sandboxed, but attackers found ways. Methods used: accessibility services, screen recording, touch event capturing, overlay-based keylogging. Example: Cerberus Trojan. Cerberus used accessibility services to capture keystrokes and steal banking credentials. Technique 4. Exploiting OS vulnerabilities. Attackers exploit vulnerabilities in Android or iOS to gain unauthorized access. Zero-click exploits. These are the most dangerous. You don't tap anything. You don't open anything. You don't interact at all. The malware exploits vulnerabilities in messaging apps, image processing libraries, audio codecs, and web rendering engines. These applications and system components are common targets because of their widespread use and the complex data they handle, which make them attractive for attackers. Case study: Pegasus zero-click attack. Pegasus exploited a vulnerability in Apple's iMessage. A single malicious message, even if unopened, infected the device. This allowed attackers to fully compromise the target's phone without any user interaction. Technique 5. Malicious SDKs hidden inside legit apps. Sometimes the app developer is not the attacker. The attacker hides malware inside third-party SDKs, which are then integrated by app developers unaware of the threat they are introducing. Example: Mintegral SDK scandal. Mintegral, a popular advertising SDK, was found collecting user data without permission. Thousands of apps unknowingly distributed it. This is why companies must audit SDKs carefully before including them in their applications. Technique 6. Supply chain attacks. Attackers compromise app developers, build servers, update servers, or third-party libraries. They then inject malware into legitimate apps so unsuspecting users download infected software from trusted sources. Case study: CCleaner attack. Desktop example, but relevant. Attackers compromised the build server and injected malware into the official CCleaner installer. Mobile apps face similar risks from supply chain attacks, underscoring the need for security throughout the software development lifecycle. Technique 7. Fake apps on third-party stores. Third-party stores often lack security checks. Attackers upload fake versions of popular apps, modified versions of legitimate apps, or malware disguised as utilities, putting users at significant risk. Example: Hidad adware. Hidad repackaged legitimate apps and distributed them on third-party stores. Once installed, it displayed aggressive ads and collected user data from the device, demonstrating the dangers of sideloaded apps. Section 8. Mobile malware case studies. Real incidents. Case studies help learners understand how attacks unfold in real life. Analyzing real-world examples reveals the tactics, techniques, and impact of mobile malware on users and organizations. Case Study 1. The Rise of Flubot, Europe 2021. Flubot spread through SMS messages pretending to be delivery notifications. Users would receive messages like, "Your package is arriving, track here." When clicking the link, malware would install itself. Flubot would steal banking credentials from infected devices. It also sent SMS messages to all contacts in the victim's address book, spreading to new victims rapidly. Flubot infected hundreds of thousands of devices across Europe in a short period. Case Study 2. The Silent Spy, Skygofree, Italy. Skygofree was one of the most advanced Android spyware tools. Its capabilities included recording audio when the user was in specific locations, capturing WhatsApp messages, and taking photos when the user unlocked the device. SkyGo Free could track a phone's GPS in real time, demonstrating just how powerful and intrusive modern mobile spyware can be. The tool highlighted growing risks to privacy and security for mobile device users. Case Study 3. The Fake QR Scanner Epidemic, Global. Attackers uploaded fake QR scanner apps that displayed ads, collected user data, installed additional malware, or redirected users to phishing pages. Millions installed these apps as QR scanning became essential during the COVID-19 pandemic. Case Study 4. The WhatsApp Voice Message Scam, India. Users received WhatsApp messages claiming, "New voice message from your contact. Tap to listen." The link installed spyware that read WhatsApp messages, stole contacts, and tracked the user's location. This attack targeted Indian users heavily by exploiting popular communication platforms. It demonstrates how attackers tailor scams based on user demographics and app usage trends, making widespread infection possible through a trusted channel. Attackers use sophisticated tools to build, test, and deploy mobile malware. Let's explore the most common ones. Tool 1. Droppers. Droppers are apps that look harmless but install malware in the background. How droppers work? User installs a harmless-looking app. The app downloads malware from a remote server. It installs the malware silently. The dropper deletes itself to hide evidence. Droppers are extremely common in Android malware. Tool 2. Packers and obfuscators. Attackers use packers to hide malware code. Capabilities: encrypt code, hide malicious functions, make reverse engineering difficult, evade antivirus detection. Popular obfuscation tools: DexGuard, ProGuard, legitimate but abused, custom packers. Tool 3. Command and Control C2 servers. C2 servers control infected devices. Functions: receive stolen data, send commands, update malware, activate payloads, track victims. Attackers often use bulletproof hosting, Tor hidden services, fast flux networks. Tool 4. Exploit kits. Exploit kits contain pre-built exploits for vulnerabilities. Capabilities: detect OS version, select appropriate exploit, deliver payload, maintain persistence. Exploit kits make malware development easier. Tool 5. Social engineering kits. These kits generate fake login pages, fake banking screens, fake OTP screens, fake update pages. Attackers use them to steal credentials. Section 10. Mobile Malware Analysis. How experts investigate malware. Mobile malware analysis is a crucial skill for cybersecurity professionals. Let's break down the process. Step 1. Static analysis. Static analysis examines the app without running it. Tools used: APK tool, JADX, MobSef, Ghidra, ClassyShark. Goals: identify malicious code, check permissions, analyze manifest file, inspect strings and URLs, detect obfuscation. Step 2. Dynamic analysis. Dynamic analysis runs the app in a controlled environment. Tools used: Android emulator, Frida, Exposed Framework, Genymotion, MobSef Dynamic Analyzer. Goals: observe network traffic, detect suspicious behavior, monitor file system changes, capture API calls, identify C2 communication. Step 3. Network analysis. Experts analyze network traffic to detect data exfiltration, C2 communication, encrypted payloads, suspicious domains. Tools used: Wireshark, Burp Suite, Mitfork Proxy. Step 4. Reverse engineering. Reverse engineering helps understand malware logic. Tools used: Ghidra, IdaPro, Radare2. Goals: decrypt payloads, understand attack flow, identify vulnerabilities, build detection signatures. Section 11. detection frameworks, and security standards. Companies must follow frameworks to detect and prevent mobile malware. Framework 1, OWASP, Mobile Security Testing Guide. The MSTG is the global standard for mobile app security testing. Key areas: authentication, authorization, data storage, network communication, cryptography, reverse engineering resistance. Mobile malware thrives when apps are poorly designed, insecurely coded, or carelessly deployed. Developers are the first line of defense. A secure app is not just a technical achievement, it is a responsibility. Every insecure line of code can become an entry point for attackers. Let's break down the essential best practices developers must follow to build malware-resistant mobile applications. 1. Secure coding practices, the foundation of safe apps. Developers must treat mobile apps like digital vaults. Every function, every API call, every permission request must be intentional and justified. Key principles: least privilege. Request only the permissions absolutely required. If your app doesn't need camera access, don't ask for it. Every unnecessary permission is a potential attack surface. Input validation. Validate all user inputs, text fields, file uploads, URLs, and API responses. Attackers often inject malicious payloads through unvalidated inputs. Secure storage. Never store sensitive data in plain text. Use encrypted storage mechanisms like Android Key Store or iOS Keychain. Avoid hard-coding secrets. Hard-coded API keys, tokens, or passwords are a goldmine for attackers. Use secure vaults or environment-based secret management. 2. Secure network communication. Mobile apps constantly communicate with servers. If this communication is insecure, attackers can intercept or manipulate data. Best practices: use HTTPS everywhere, enforce TLS 1.2 or higher, reject insecure connections. Certificate pinning. Prevent man-in-the-middle attacks by pinning server certificates. Avoid clear text traffic. Disable clear text traffic in Android Manifest. This prevents accidental HTTP communication. 3. Protecting against reverse engineering. Attackers reverse engineer apps to extract secrets, modify logic, or inject malware. Defense techniques: code obfuscation. Use tools like ProGuard or DexGuard to obfuscate code. This makes reverse engineering harder. Integrity checks. Implement checks to detect tampering or repackaging. Root/jailbreak detection. Prevent apps from running on compromised devices. 4. Secure API design. Mobile apps rely heavily on APIs. If APIs are insecure, attackers bypass the app entirely and attack the backend. API security principles: strong authentication, rate limiting, input validation, token expiration, role-based access control, logging, and monitoring. 5. Regular security testing. Security is not a one-time activity. Developers must continuously test apps using static analysis, dynamic analysis, penetration testing, automated vulnerability scanners. Tools like MobSF, Burp Suite, and Frida help identify weaknesses before attackers do. Companies face a different challenge. They must secure thousands of devices, employees, apps, and networks. Mobile malware can cripple operations, leak confidential data, and cause financial damage. Let's explore enterprise-level best practices. Mobile Device Management, MDM. MDM solutions allow companies to control and secure employee devices. Capabilities: enforce security policies, manage app installations, block malicious apps, remote white loss devices, monitor compliance. Popular MDM tools include Microsoft Intune, VMware Workspace ONE, Mobile Iron, IBM Mars 360. MDM is essential for organizations with large mobile workforces. Mobile Application Management. MAM focuses on securing apps rather than devices. Capabilities: control app permissions, prevent data sharing between apps, enforce encryption, manage corporate app stores. MAM is ideal for BYOD, bring your own device environments. Enterprise Mobility Management, EMM. EMM combines MDM, MAM, and mobile security policies. Benefits: unified control, secure access to corporate data, protection against malware, compliance enforcement. Zero Trust Architecture for mobile devices. Zero Trust means never trust, always verify. Every device, user, and app must be authenticated continuously. Zero Trust Principles: continuous authentication, device posture checks, least privilege access, microsegmentation, strong identity management. Zero Trust is becoming the global standard for enterprise security. Employee awareness and training. Human error is the biggest cause of mobile breaches. Companies must train employees to avoid suspicious apps, recognize phishing messages, use secure Wi-Fi, update devices regularly, report suspicious behavior. Training reduces risk dramatically. Even large companies make mistakes that open doors for attackers. Understanding these mistakes helps prevent future incidents. Mistake 1. Allowing employees to install any app. Unrestricted app installation is dangerous. Employees may install fake apps, malware-infected games, and data harvesting utilities. Companies must enforce app whitelisting. Mistake 2. Ignoring OS updates. Outdated devices are easy targets. Attackers exploit known vulnerabilities. Companies must enforce mandatory updates. Mistake 3. Weak password policies. Weak passwords allow attackers to hijack accounts. Companies must enforce strong passwords, multi-factor authentication, and biometric authentication. Mistake 4. No network segmentation. If mobile devices access sensitive networks, malware can spread internally. Segmentation limits damage. Mistake 5. Storing sensitive data on devices. If devices are lost or stolen, data leaks occur. Companies must enforce encrypted storage and remote wipe. Mobile security is not just a corporate responsibility. Every user must protect their device. Let's break down actionable steps for securing mobile devices that every user and employee should know. 1. Install apps only from official stores. Google Play and Apple App Store have security checks, but third-party stores are dangerous and can distribute malicious software. Always use official app stores for installing applications. 2. Review app permissions carefully. If a simple app asks for permissions that seem excessive or unnecessary, avoid installing it. Only allow apps to access information and features relevant to their function. 3. Keep OS and apps updated. Updates are important because they patch vulnerabilities in your device's operating system and apps, helping protect your data against new threats. Use strong authentication. Enable biometric authentication such as fingerprints or facial recognition, strong and unique passwords, and two-factor authentication wherever available to provide additional layers of security. Avoid public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi is a hotspot for attackers, as these networks are usually unsecured. Use your mobile data plan or a reputable VPN service when accessing sensitive information on your mobile device. Disable developer options. Developer mode exposes sensitive features and can create security risks. Keep it disabled unless you have a specific reason and understand the risks involved. 7. Use mobile security apps. Mobile security apps can detect malware and suspicious behavior. Always download reputable security software from official app stores to enhance your device's protection. Large organizations need advanced strategies to combat mobile malware beyond the basics. Enterprise mobile security involves multi-layered tools and protocols to counter evolving threats targeting sensitive business data. Strategy 1. Mobile Threat Defense, MTD. MTD solutions detect malware using machine learning, behavioral analysis, network monitoring, and app reputation systems. Notable MTD tools include Lookout, Zimperium, and Checkpoint Sandblast Mogul. Strategy 2. Secure Access Service Edge, SASE. SASE combines zero trust, secure web gateways, cloud access security brokers, and firewall as a service. It ensures secure, seamless protection for mobile users accessing cloud applications. Strategy 3. Containerization. Containerization isolates corporate data from personal data on mobile devices. Even if malware infects the device, corporate information remains protected within the secure container, reducing risk dramatically. Strategy 4. Behavioral biometrics. Behavioral biometrics analyze typing patterns, touch pressure, swipe speed, and device movement. If these behaviors suddenly change, access is blocked to prevent unauthorized use. Strategy 5. Continuous monitoring and incident response. Companies must monitor device health, app behavior, network traffic, and authentication patterns. If anomalies appear, incident response teams must act immediately to contain threats. These real-world examples highlight how mobile malware can cripple organizations, emphasizing the need for robust mobile security controls to protect sensitive business and customer data. Example 1. The Banking Trojan Attack, Europe. A major bank suffered huge losses when employees installed a malicious PDF reader app. The app contained a banking Trojan that stole credentials, hijacked sessions, and intercepted OTPs. Millions were lost before it was detected. Example 2. The Spyware Incident, Middle East. Executives were targeted by spyware disguised as a meeting scheduler app. The spyware secretly recorded conversations, intercepted emails, and tracked location data, compromising confidential negotiations. Example 3. The BYOD disaster, Asia. Employees used personal devices without proper security controls. One device was infected with adware that escalated privileges, accessed internal systems, and leaked sensitive customer data across the organization. Mobile malware has evolved into a sophisticated, multi-layered threat. Defending against it requires more than antivirus apps or basic security awareness. Modern defense strategies combine behavioral analytics, AI-driven detection, network intelligence, sandboxing, and continuous monitoring. This section explores advanced defense mechanisms used by cybersecurity teams, enterprises, and mobile security researchers. Traditional antivirus tools rely on signatures, known patterns of malicious code. But modern malware constantly mutates, encrypts itself, and hides behind obfuscation. Signatures alone are no longer enough. Behavioral analysis focuses on what the app does, not what it looks like. Behavioral indicators of malware: unusual network traffic to unknown servers, excessive battery drain, frequent wake clocks keeping the device active, unauthorized access to sensitive sensors, repeated attempts to escalate privileges, hidden background services, suspicious accessibility service usage. Behavioral analysis is powerful because even if malware disguises itself, its behavior eventually reveals its true nature. AI models analyze millions of apps and detect patterns humans cannot see. Capabilities of AI-driven mobile security: detect malicious code structures, identify abnormal permission combinations, flag suspicious API calls, predict malware families based on behavior, detect zero-day threats, identify repackaged apps. Google Play Protect uses machine learning to scan billions of apps daily. Enterprise MTD solutions like Zimperium and Lookout use AI to detect threats in real time. AI is becoming the backbone of mobile malware defense. Sandboxing isolates apps so they cannot access sensitive system components. How sandboxing helps: prevents malware from accessing other apps, limits damage to isolated environments, blocks unauthorized system calls, prevents privilege escalation. Both Android and iOS use sandboxing as a core security feature. Enterprise tools add additional sandbox layers for corporate apps. Many malware types rely on network communication. Network-level defense blocks malicious traffic before it reaches devices. Network defense techniques: DNS filtering, secure web gateways, firewall as a service, cloud access security brokers, CASB, zero trust network segmentation. If malware cannot communicate with its command and control server, it becomes useless. Defense Layer 5, Runtime Application Self-Protection (RASP) allows apps to defend themselves during execution. Capabilities: detect tampering, block malicious inputs, prevent unauthorized API calls, stop runtime injection attacks, and detect repackaged apps. RASP is becoming essential for banking and financial apps. Defense Layer 6, Mobile Threat Defense (MTD) solutions combine all layers: behavioral analysis, machine learning, network monitoring, app reputation systems, and device posture checks. MTD is the gold standard for enterprise mobile security. Section 19. Threat hunting for mobile malware. Threat hunting is the proactive search for hidden malware. Instead of waiting for alerts, cybersecurity teams actively look for signs of compromise. Threat hunting requires deep knowledge of mobile OS internals, malware behavior, and forensic techniques. Step 1. Establish a baseline. Threat hunters first understand normal device behavior, including normal CPU usage, normal network patterns, normal app behavior, and normal battery consumption. Anything outside the baseline becomes suspicious and may indicate a compromise. Step 2. Analyze anomalies. Threat hunters investigate anomalies such as sudden spikes in data usage, unknown background processes, suspicious permissions, unusual DNS queries, hidden apps, and modified system files. Anomalies often reveal hidden malware. Step 3. Hunt for indicators of compromise. IOCs. IOCs include malicious domains, suspicious IP addresses, known malware signatures, unusual APK hashes, and unauthorized certificates. Threat hunters compare device data with threat intelligence feeds to find potential threats. Step 4. Deep dive into system logs. System logs reveal failed privilege escalation attempts, unauthorized API calls, suspicious app installations, hidden services, and crashes caused by malware. Logs are the fingerprints of malware activity. Step 5. Reverse engineering suspicious apps. Threat hunters reverse engineer apps to understand hidden payloads, obfuscated code, malicious logic, and C2 communication patterns. Reverse engineering is the most advanced threat hunting skill. Section 20. Incident response for mobile malware. When malware is detected, companies must respond quickly. A slow response can lead to data breaches, financial loss, and reputational damage. Incident response for mobile devices follows a structured process. Phase 1. Identification. Security teams identify infected devices, malware type, attack vector, and the scope of infection. This phase determines how severe the incident is. Phase 2. Containment. Containment prevents the malware from spreading. Containment actions: disconnect device from network, block malicious domains, disable compromised accounts, restrict app permissions, and lock down sensitive systems. Containment buys time for deeper investigation. Phase 3. Eradication. Security teams remove malware using MTD tools, antivirus solutions, manual removal, factory resets, and reinstallation of OS. Eradication ensures the device is clean. Phase 4. Recovery. Recovery restores normal operations. Recovery actions: reinstall apps, restore data, re-enable network access, reconfigure security policies, monitor device behavior. Recovery must be done carefully to avoid reinfection. Phase 5. Lessons learned. Companies analyze what went wrong, how malware entered, what security gaps exist, how to prevent future incidents. Lessons learned strengthen future defenses. Section 21. Mobile forensics, digital investigation on smartphones. Mobile forensics is the science of extracting and analyzing data from mobile devices. It is used in cybercrime investigations, corporate breach analysis, fraud detection, law enforcement cases. Mobile forensics requires specialized tools and techniques. Forensics Step 1. Data acquisition. Forensic experts extract data using logical acquisition, file system acquisition, physical acquisition. Tools include Cellebrite, Oxygen Forensics, Magnet Axiom. Forensic Step 2. Data analysis. Experts analyze app data, system logs, network traffic, deleted files, hidden malware components. Analysis reveals how malware operated. Forensic Step 3. Timeline reconstruction. Forensic teams reconstruct when malware entered, what actions it performed, what data it stole, how it communicated, how it persisted. Timeline reconstruction is crucial for legal cases. Forensic Step 4. Reporting. Experts prepare detailed reports for management, legal teams, law enforcement, regulatory bodies. Reports must be accurate and defensible. Section 22. The future of mobile malware. What's coming next? Mobile malware is evolving rapidly. Future threats will be more sophisticated, more automated, and more difficult to detect. Let's explore upcoming trends. Trend 1. AI-powered malware. Attackers are beginning to use AI to evade detection, generate phishing messages, modify code automatically, analyze device behavior, choose optimal attack vectors. AI-powered malware will be adaptive and unpredictable. Trend 2. Malware targeting mobile payments. As mobile payments grow, attackers will target UPI apps, NFC payments, digital wallets, QR-based transactions. Financial malware will become more aggressive. Trend 3. Deepfake voice and video phishing. Attackers will use deepfake technology to mimic voices, create fake video calls, trick users into sharing sensitive data. Deepfake phishing will be extremely convincing. Trend 4. IoT and wearable malware. Smartwatches, fitness bands, and IoT devices are becoming targets. Attackers will exploit weak security, lack of updates, Bluetooth vulnerabilities. IoT malware will spread through connected ecosystems. Trend 5. Supply chain attacks on mobile apps. Attackers will compromise SDKs, build servers, update mechanisms. Supply chain attacks will become more common. Zero-click attacks will increase as attackers discover new vulnerabilities in messaging apps, media libraries, and wireless protocols. These attacks are nearly impossible for users to detect. Mobile malware is no longer a small threat. It is a global cyber weapon, silent, invisible, and devastating. Every tap, every swipe, every notification can be a potential attack vector. Every app you install is a guest entering your digital home. Every permission you grant is a key you hand over. The battlefield is not just your device. It is your identity, your finances, your privacy, your organization, and your future. Mobile malware is evolving, but so are we. Cybersecurity professionals, developers, companies, and users are learning, adapting, and building stronger defenses. The war is ongoing, but knowledge is the strongest weapon. Before we enter the cinematic closing, let's consolidate everything into a powerful, practical checklist. This is the part viewers will screenshot, save, and share, because it gives them a clear roadmap to protect themselves and their organizations. This checklist is divided into 3 groups: users, developers, and companies. A. Users. Personal mobile security checklist. Mobile malware often succeeds because users underestimate the risks. This checklist empowers individuals to protect their digital identity. 1. Install apps only from trusted sources. Avoid third-party stores. They are breeding grounds for fake apps, repackaged malware, and malicious utilities. 2. Review permissions before installing. If a simple app asks for camera, microphone, or SMS access, it's a red flag. Permissions are the keys to your digital home. Don't hand them out blindly. 3. Keep your device updated. Updates patch vulnerabilities. Outdated devices are easy targets for malware. 4. Avoid public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi is a playground for attackers. Use mobile data or a trusted VPN. 5. Enable strong authentication. Use biometrics, strong passwords, and two-factor authentication. Weak authentication is the easiest way for attackers to hijack accounts. 6. Disable developer options. Developer mode exposes sensitive features. Keep it off unless absolutely necessary. 7. Use mobile security apps. Modern security apps detect malware using behavioral analysis and machine learning. B. Developers. Secure app development checklist. Developers are the architects of mobile security. Their decisions determine whether an app becomes a fortress or a vulnerability. 1. Follow secure coding practices. Validate inputs, sanitize data, avoid insecure APIs, and follow OWASP MSTG guidelines. Quest only necessary permissions. Least privilege is the golden rule. Every unnecessary permission increases risk. The future is mobile, and so is the threat. Mobile malware will evolve. It will use AI. It will use deepfakes. It will target payments, IoT devices, wearables, and connected homes. It will become faster, smarter, and more invisible. But so will we. Cybersecurity professionals will build stronger defenses. Developers will write safer code. Companies will adopt zero trust. Users will become more aware. Governments will enforce stricter regulations. Security tools will become more intelligent. The war will continue, but the balance of power will shift toward those who learn. Now we close with the signature Knowitrix style: cinematic, motivational, and unforgettable. If this video helped you understand the invisible world inside your phone, imagine what you can learn next. Cybersecurity is not just a career, it is a superpower, and you're building it, one module at a time. So take the next step. Strengthen your knowledge, protect your digital life, empower your future. Subscribe to Knowitrix. Share this video with someone who needs it, and join us in the mission to make the digital world safer, one learner at a time. Because the strongest firewall is an informed mind, and you, right now, are becoming unstoppable.